Hello there, Miss Owen here from Heart of England, Assistant Principal and Key Stage 4 Progress Leader. Myself and Mr Bennett have created this video for parents with some extra information that covers some frequently asked questions and queries that are coming to us during the current time that we wanted to give you some answers to. We can't promise that we do have all of the answers right now, and we will send out further communication as and when necessary during the year, but there are some things that we can address now, or at least acknowledge that we need to think about and get back to you on. This is further to the video that came out at the beginning of this academic year about general information regarding exams, courses, and everything that you need to know for Year 11. Really sorry if you missed that video. We're going to repost the link at the end of this video so that you can go back and watch that again if you missed it the first time or just for a refresher. Some of the things that were covered in that video were the mock exams. These are happening in January when we come back from the Christmas break. All of the information about when these exams are, the specific dates, times and subjects are available on Student Insight accounts. They just need to go to the Assessment tab, then click on Timetable, and they can see all of the details on there. They have been told about this, and so I'm hoping you've had a look, but if you want to know when those things are happening, you can see that too. Also in that video were some general tips and methods for revision. In subjects, they will be being taught how to specifically revise for those particular subjects. There might be particular methods that work better for particular subjects, so that information will be coming through lessons and is already happening. And also in that video I talked about the importance of planning revision, creating some sort of timetable or schedule that will help manage their time and make sure that they're not then cramming right just before their mock exams. All of that information was also communicated to students in virtual assemblies that they watched during tutor time. So they've had all of that information and they've had support from their tutors in creating those revision schedules. All of the resources that are needed to help with that are available on their own Insight, as I set it as a homework for all of them, and on the school website under the Student Handbook Learning Zone Key Stage 4. A massive well done to all of the students who did create their revision schedule and showed that to their tutor and got some extra help and advice about that. It's really important that they keep up with that and keep it going even after the mock exams so that they are best prepared for the summer exams at the end of Year 11. Also in that video, it ended with some information about changes to subject specifications. Not all subjects have had changes, but some have, some quite minor, some quite major. So for all of that information, please see that video for the subjects that your child is studying. We've had quite a few queries recently from students and also from some parents who are starting to look at applying either for sixth forms or colleges, further education. At the moment, we would usually have the mock exam grades from the end of Year 10 that would be used to support that application. And of course, at the moment, we don't have those because we didn't sit them. All schools will be in that same boat. And so I've provided a covering letter which was sent out via parent mail that can be given along with the application to explain the current situation to any institutions. Our first set of grades will come out after the mock exams and they can then be given to that place to support any application. We don't give predicted grades or target grades, and particularly at the moment we feel that that would not be helpful in helping students manage the pressures and anxieties that they are currently experiencing around school in general, but particularly relating to their performance in exams. So in terms of what we're expecting at the moment, we have deliberately postponed these mock exams to after Christmas. In previous years, these would have been done in December. We made that decision to allow maximum time in lessons, to cover gaps from the lockdown and to cover the content required for that mock exam, to give students the best chance at performing at their ability in that mock examination. We felt that if we kept them at the usual time of year, it would have meant that people's grades would have perhaps been lower than what they are able to produce, and so that's why we made the decision to postpone them. We are constantly using tutor time, now that they are in year groups in tutor time, to deliver that key information and keep the focus on revision, learning, filling gaps, and what's going to happen next year, thinking ahead. We know that some of you may be concerned that the mock grades and even final grades may be different to previous years due to the current situation. What we are doing in the meantime is we are interleaving our teaching with new content, but also covering the content that was covered during the lockdown. This is to make sure that all students have covered that work, regardless of their experiences during lockdown, but also to make sure that that understanding is clarified for the students who did complete the work during the lockdown. It is as important for them to recover that as students who missed it. Please rest assured that all teachers will be covering the content needed in order for them to do their very best in the exams. What the students need to do is make sure that they're working hard during lessons, completing their homework, and keeping their revision up throughout the year to give themselves the best chance. Some of us are already thinking about the summer exams and when exam leave will be and what that will look like. Traditionally, we usually allow students to leave school and go on exam leave just before the main exams begin. We certainly don't think that them having an earlier exam leave is going to be good in this current climate. We want to be there to support them for as long as we possibly can. Of course, we will use up-to-date information and guidance from the government nearer the time, and we'll communicate all of that information to you when necessary.